doing fantastic, boys and girls, from wherever you are watching from in the country and outside the country. Officially, welcome to Art and Culture Monday. This is a show that comes your way every Monday morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. to across the globe. Wherever you are at, we can reach you right here at KUTV Kenya, because we are also streaming on YouTube, yes, this minute. So from whatever corner of the world that you are watching from, you can get to enjoy Art and Culture Monday. Karibuni sana one more time. And this one is a special Monday because we are wrapping up the month of February. Yeah, the month of love has officially, or rather is officially coming to an end, because you have exactly 3 more days to go. And the month of love will be done and over. We will be marching forward to the rest of the year. And we are doing amazing. So far, so good. Kama kawaida, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 9th Monday, or the 9th week of the year 2024. Yeah, we have been here already 2 months in, 9 whole Mondays in. And that means that we have exactly 43 more Mondays to go. Like we said, the year has 52 Mondays, and we are here for each and every one of them, God willing, that if Christ does not come before the 52nd Monday, we are going to be here giving you an amazing start of the week, giving you the right vibe, giving you the right energy, ushering you into the new week with grace, you know, and with some good music, good conversations right here on Art and Culture Monday, on all matters art and culture and film and theater and everything that Art and Culture Monday is made of. So karibu sana to another exciting show, because this one has been prepared for you. Let's start from the top. Like we have said, this is Monday number 9. We have about 43 more Mondays to go. But all of that aside, we are concentrating on this day, this Monday number 9, to just give you a great start of the day and to make sure that you're closing your February in style, because the next time I see you here, we are going to be saying Happy New Month. So yeah, if there's anything at all that you had intended to do in the month of February, this is your last call. This is your last call to actually go ahead and do so. So the show that is lined up for you is amazing. Today we have an amazing show. We have amazing guests that we have prepared for you. From the top, of course, we are going to be taking a look at our roads and understanding exactly what is happening. It was raining a bit in some parts yesterday, and in most parts of the country on Saturday. Has that affected traffic? We are going to find out. We are going to see how exactly traffic is doing, especially on the major roads that head into the CBD. So we are going to start with that and start taking a look at that, because I know that most of you, if not all of you, are headed to work. So you need that information. And then after that, of course, we're going to be taking a look at exactly what is happening in the country on our news updates, or rather on the news making headlines. So we're going to be understanding exactly what is happening in the country. And then after that, we are going to be seated down with a couple of guests that are going to just blow your mind. And today we are big on art, because we are going to be talking on our lounge number 1. We are going to be talking all matters theater at the Kenya Theatre Awards that happen every year from the year 2022. They had their first edition. Then 2023 they had their second edition, and this 2024 there is going to be a much better, much hotter, much competitive third edition. So we are going to be having that wholesome conversations from the people that hold the heart of the Kenya Theatre Awards. So you do not want to miss this one. If you're a thespian, an aspiring thespian, or if you just enjoy theater works, today's conversation has been made for you. So do not miss that one, because we are going to be seated in a few minutes. And then after that, because again, this is Art and Culture Monday, we gotta have some fun. We want to make you feel like it's Friday evening, even if it's Monday morning. So we're going to be having our live act of the day. And our today's live act is an African fusion musician, our best kind, you know. Yes, so we are going to be hosting yet another guest. She's all about African music, like you have heard, African fusion musician. You cannot afford to miss that one. So we're going to be having some live music from studio that you cannot afford to miss. All right? So that is the show that is Art and Culture Monday. Of course, before we go, we're going to be giving you our art calendar, reminding you where you ought to be, how much do you need to pay for the tickets, and that we have some tickets for events that you can actually go and attend free of charge, just for being a fan of Art and Culture Monday. So stick around. These are all conversations that you do not want to miss. Of course, so Right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at 7:33 minutes past 7 a.m. and we are ready to do this. And of course, a big congratulations to Liverpool for winning the Carabao. So Liverpool fans, a big congratulations to all of you for winning the Carabao Cup. You guys did do a good job. A big congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Officially welcome to Art and Culture Monday. Welcome. As promised, we are starting with our traffic updates. And like I said, I know that most of you, if not all of you, are headed to work, and most probably a huge percentage are headed into work at the CBD. So yeah, if you're along the way headed into the CBD, also feel free to let me know where you are at and how traffic is doing on that side. The easiest way to reach me this morning is on our YouTube channel, where we are streaming live right about now. So just look for KUTV Kenya, okay? The link that is right there, the live link that is right there is ours, okay? So go ahead and let me know how those roads are doing. We are starting off with Waiyaki Way, which is not doing great. From Westlands all the way into the CBD, messy traffic this morning. So if you're using that side, please make sure that you have made some time, or rather be in the know that you're going to be taking some time on the road. Someone else is notifying us to avoid the service lane from Githurai to Roysambu. At least it's moving on the highway. So yeah, so if you're headed from Githurai 45 to Roysambu, you might want to avoid the service lane. Yes, stick on the highway. It's moving a bit right there, okay? So if you're using that route, please take note. Someone else is saying there is a bit of traffic at GM being caused by people not using the footbridge, okay? So if you're along the GM, please use the footbridge. There is a bit of traffic there because of people crossing the road at the wrong points. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Again, Thika Road, like we have said, Githurai to Roysambu, it's not moving at all. Ahead at Muthaiga, there's also a little bit of traffic, but that one is moving. Let's go on. Let's see another one. Someone is saying, good morning. If you are headed into the CBD from Mombasa Road, leo kimeumana. So yeah, if you're using Mombasa Road this morning, you may also be taking a while, so make time for that. And finally, Thika Road, there's a lot of updates on Thika Road this morning. There's a bit of traffic at different points at Roysambu, at Muthaiga, so you might want to use an alternative route. If not, make time for the time that you're going to be spending in traffic this morning. And I think that is it, courtesy of course, Mathri route on X. But if you're on the road this morning and you would like me to know how it's going, text in pale YouTube. There is one more. There is an accident at Mombasa Road outbound near Southern Bypass. So there is also a little bit of traffic on that side. That was about 3 hours ago. I hope that has been cleared. There was a bit of traffic on that side. So if you can use an alternative route, please go ahead and do so. So yeah, keep me posted. I'm going to be here all the way to 10 a.m. So I am available. I am ready for your feedback on traffic update, because we can help 2-3 people who can avoid that route or make time or just know what to do to beat the traffic this morning. But right about now, ladies and gentlemen, that is all that we have, courtesy of Mathri route on X. Welcome back. ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you're having a fantastic time. Like I said, we have a meticulous show that has been prepared for you this morning on our Art and Culture Monday. And like I said, we are having the conversation on Kenya Theatre Awards. And this one is just made to honor outstanding performances, artists, and just the excellence in the theatrical space. All right, so we are going to be having that conversation at length. So like I said, if you're a thespian, if you're an aspiring thespian, or just a lover of the theater works and theater productions, you do not want to miss this conversation. Okay, so stick around for this one. You're definitely going to have an amazing time. We are going to be knowing what is different about the third edition, what improvements have been made, are there any other categories that have been added to it. We're going to have this conversation at length. And then of course, like I said, this is Monday, so we're going to be having a little bit of fun right here in studio, because we're going to be bringing you live performances from none other than Shari Africa. If you know her, you know that she's the queen of African fusion. So we are going to be having that conversation at large. I told you, these are our favorite kind of artists. If you can be able to get a mix of a little bit of African right there, of Kenyan right there, we are going to be having an amazing time. All right, so stick around for that one. But right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to jump into getting to know exactly what is happening in the country from our news updates. Welcome back. You're watching KUTV Kenya, and here are our news updates this morning. President William Ruto has continued to drum up support for his affordable housing project, saying that it is among the top programs that will go a long way in solving Kenya's unemployment challenges. President Ruto has therefore asked Kenyans to participate in public participation forums for laws behind state projects to be implemented. Take a look.
After the church service that brought together leaders and saints of the African Independent Pentecostal Church of Africa, AIPCA, in Kasarani here in Nairobi for the 100th celebration of the church existence, President William Ruto has acknowledged the need to strengthen Kenya's skilled labor through education.
Sasa tumetia msingi thabiti maneno ya elimu. Mwaka uliopita tuliajiri waalimu 56,000. Mwaka huu tutaajiri waalimu 20,000. Budget yetu tumeongeza karibu bilioni 127 ya kusaidia masomo ya watoto wa taifa letu la Kenya.
The head of state has however maintained that the affordable housing project is among the government's program that shall solve unemployment programs among the youth in the country who graduate but end up lacking jobs.
Katika ile nafasi tumepanga ya ajira Kenya, program ya affordable housing, program ya value addition agro-processing manufacturing, program ya digital jobs, program ya export of labor. Hiyo mipango yote tunataka kujumuisha vijana wetu wote wa Kenya, ndio tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba wanapata ajira. Vijana wa Kenya watoe mchango wao kupeleka taifa letu la Kenya kutumia nguvu, elimu, taaluma ambazo wamepata.
The president's support of the affordable housing program has however been met with tremendous setbacks from the opposition, who have indicated that they intend to challenge the housing bill in court once it is signed into law. In a press briefing last week, the opposition argued that the government ought to develop other strategies to solve the unemployment crisis instead of taxing Kenyans more.
The proponents of the Affordable Housing Levy Bill 2023 have christened it as an empowerment, as an employment creator. But nothing can be further from the truth. It remains a punitive tax. We believe in creating an enabling environment for manufacturing so that more investors can set up in our country and provide jobs for our people. The Budget Policy Statement 2024 offers little, if any, in terms of encouraging manufacturing.
However, the bill is now intended to solidify the decision to levy a 1.5% tax on employees' gross salary into law after the Senate's approval. Anyango Sylvia, KUTV.
Moving on to matters education, a section of leaders from Northeastern region have hit out at the Teachers Service Commission (TSC), accusing them of being the weakest link in improving education standards in the region. The leaders, who are speaking in Bura East, said that the numbers of students in the Northeastern do not match the number of teachers, thereby greatly compromising the education standards. Listen in.
Speaking in Bura East, leaders led by host Member of Parliament Sara Yakub, MP Lagdera Abdikadir Hussein, MP Wajir East Adan Daud, and MP Mandera South Abdul Haro said that they were doing their level best to address education challenges in the region. However, Teachers Service Commission (TSC) has on the other hand been a stumbling block.
Kuna walimu wengi ambao wako trained na hawana kazi. Tunataka county waandike walimu kazi.
Yakub, who recently launched a free milk program for all public primary schools in the area, said lack of teachers was likely to water down all their gains that have and will be realized. According to him, for the last 3 weeks there have been a surge in numbers for school-aged going children enrolling in all schools across the constituency.
Vijana wetu wale wanamaliza form 4 wajiunge na shule, college na university ili wafanye taaluma ya ualimu.
The registrator, who has also introduced zero tuition fee bursary program for all secondary school students, said that their plea to the teachers employers body is to post more teachers to match the enrollment and replace teachers who fled due to insecurity in the area.
Lazima tuangalie hiyo uwezo wa TSC na tupunguze uwezo yao ya kucheza na watoto yetu.
Dakika moja, dakika bure women group. Dakika bure.
According to TSC staffing data in Mandera County, 1,387 local teachers are teaching in primary, junior secondary, and senior secondary schools. Of these, 889 are non-locals. In Wajir, 1,221 are non-locals, whereas Garissa has 808 locals and 1,136 non-locals. Edward Nyamu, KUTV.
Moving on, as one of the ways to deal with the stigma surrounding menstruation, various organizations in collaboration with the Busia County government have joined forces to bring education on menstruation to schools in Busia. It has been said that many girls in the county cannot afford the cost of buying sanitary towels every month, leading to many of them not attending classes and for some neglecting education. Salma Swale with that story.
After realizing that menstrual health has become a challenge for some girls in Busia County, different organizations in partnership with Busia County government congregated at Bunge RC Primary School in Nambale constituency, Busia County, to educate the students on menstrual hygiene management. Speaking after motivating the students who attended the conference, Busia County Menstrual Health Ambassador Christine Namaindi says that through Tuseme Club program, girls have a platform where they can freely air their problems as well as get trained on how to make reusable pads.
For these issues, on issues of menstrual hygiene. And then there's this subject of trying to break the silence through demystifying the cultural norms or taboos. Because up to the moment, we still have regions or communities where the whole subject of menstrual health management is still a taboo topic. So we want to normalize the whole subject of menstrual hygiene management so that it helps to end stigma.
District Coordinator of the Forum for Africa Women Educationalist Kenya FAWE, Evelyn Amunga, has also stated that involvement of both males and females in menstrual hygiene issues gives them the opportunity to reveal challenges that they are going through, as well as looking for a possible solution for the issues.
Our intervention in schools is through the Tuseme Club. And through the Tuseme Club, we give girls opportunity to speak out issues affecting them. So that's why we are here as Tuseme Club members from 4 schools within the county, so that we can address the issues of menstrual health that are affecting our girls and how we can find solutions to solve those problems.
Maureen Asiko, a teacher, who is also an ambassador and founder of sewed menstrual towels made from clothing, says that the innovation has increased the number of girls less on attendance during menstruation. Salma Swaleh, KUTV.
Moving on to some international news, former U.S. President Donald Trump won the Republican presidential primary in the southern state of South Carolina on Saturday, defeating former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley in her home state. VOA's congressional correspondent Catherine Gibson has more.
Please welcome the next president of the United States, President Donald J. Trump.
Another win for the former president of the United States as he aims for a return to the White House.
An even bigger win than we anticipated.
His remaining competitor for the Republican presidential nomination, Nikki Haley, failed to win her home state where she had served as governor. But she told supporters her campaign would continue.
There are huge numbers of voters in our Republican primaries who are saying they want an alternative.
Haley has positioned herself as the alternative for voters who don't want to see a rematch between Trump and President Joe Biden in the November general election, arguing she is a younger and more energetic alternative.
She was a good in the United Nations as our lead to the United Nations, and I think she has a really good foreign policy background. I think she'd be a good leader, and she's in the right age group.
Other South Carolina voters criticized Haley as part of the political establishment, while declining to say who they voted for.
She's kind of a bought for hire, like her opinions sway based on the biggest contribution, whoever pays her more, that's kind of where her vote goes.
Trump supporters here in South Carolina say the former president's 2024 election bid isn't for power, but for the people.
Go back to better economy, freedom, get rid of the people, the people that committed crimes, like this current administration, have them accountable for it.
A win here in her home state would have boosted Haley's candidacy, but she's already looking forward to Super Tuesday in early March, when a diverse range of 15 U.S. states and 1 American territory will award more than a third of the delegates needed for the Republican presidential nomination. Haley's supporters here in South Carolina say she will have a broader appeal across the nation.
I can be proud of her when she's talking, that she's not saying horrible things about everybody. She seems like to be a real smart person.
Some South Carolina voters say that even if Trump is the frontrunner, the 4 criminal court cases pending against him could change the dynamic of the race.
What if they put him in jail before the election? I don't know. Then what happens? So I guess Nikki Haley could be the next Republican nominee, but I'm not sure.
Kelsch and his wife criticized those court cases for targeting Trump, but declined to say whom they were voting for. Catherine Gibson, VOA News, Charleston, South Carolina.
And now in matters farming, the County Department of Agriculture of Nyeri, alongside other organizations, launched a campaign that will see primary school learners embrace aquaculture and fish eating. According to the Sub-County Fisheries Officer Lazarus Mutiso, the campaign will also go a long way in overwriting the stereotype associated with fish farming and fish as an alternative source of white meat. Listen in.
The health benefits of red and white meat have for long been surrounded with debate and suspicion, with white meat being considered to be the most nutritious. A campaign has been launched in Nyeri County to introduce fish in schools. According to Nyeri Sub-County Fisheries Officers Lazaro Mutiso, while speaking in Gitunduchi Primary and Junior Secondary School in Mathira constituency, the campaign is being implemented in 4 primary schools within the county and 56 schools around the country. Mutiso noted that some of the participating schools will be expanding the project as a way of earning additional income from the surplus fish that will be harvested.
Hawa watoto tukianza kuwafunza maneno ya ukulima wa samaki saa hizi, tutaweza kudili na hiyo notion ambayo wazazi wao wamekuwa nayo kutoka kitambo ya samaki ni ya kutoka pande ile nyingine ya nchi. Samaki huwa ananuka vibaya, ako na harufu. Tukianza kuwafunza saa hizi mapema, hawa watoto watagrow wakiwa hawana hiyo notion, na pia hata after wamemaliza shule wataenda kureplicate what they are learning here kwa mashamba yao.
On his part, the school's headmaster James Mbache lauded the initiative, saying that the campaign will be instrumental in implementing the competence-based curriculum. Mbache additionally noted that the campaign will be instrumental in molding the next crop of fish farming champions.
Itaendeleza lishe bora kwa wanafunzi na hata wananchi wanaokaribia shule yetu. Kwa hivyo tuna huo moyo wa kuendelea kudumisha mradi wetu na kuendeleza zaidi, hata tukipanda tukiweza kupanua uwe na hali 2 ama 3, na pengine tuweze kufuga samaki aina tofauti.
During the launch, a total of 300 tilapia fish were harvested from the school fish pond. The learners were treated to a meal of ugali, fish and kales for lunch. Von Kiamuma, KUTV.
Still in matters farming, we want to talk about organic farming, where the government has been urged to equip smallholder organic farmers with inputs and skills for sustainability of enough food production, as well as mitigating the effects of climate change. The farmers, drawn from 14 counties in the country, say that their main focus is not to make a fortune out of farming, but are mindful of the health of the consumer. Listen in.
The Sustainability Agriculture Community Development Program SACDEP organization and farmers are urging the government to equip smallholder organic farmers with inputs and skills for sustainability of enough production, as well as mitigating the effects of climate change. According to the CEO Ngugi Mtura, the government and other organizations of development only followed up the growth of few crops after gaining independence rather than enlarging the growth of more crops.
Unajua nchi ya Kenya baada ya uhuru kupatikana, serikali na mashirika mengine ya maendeleo yalifuatilia sana mambo ya ukuzaji wa mimea michache, bali na kupanua kiasi ya kikubwa cha mimea ambao walisaidia ukuzaji wake na utafiti. Na ndipo hapo sasa tukawa nchi ambayo inategemea mimea 3-4.
He further says that his organization helps farmers in connecting their crops with the market for more money.
As you might know that in organic, when you are growing organic, you don't need a lot of input. So because most of the products, most of the planting materials, they are all available within your farm. In that regard, you are able to keep the costs for planting different varieties low.
Additionally, the government has been called upon to enhance support to boost organic farming and save the money that is being used to import fertilizer and seeds.
Vile tunawasaidia kutengeneza soko, kuongeza dhamana na kuongeza soko, kuwafanyisha soko ili waweze kupata fedha vile.
Herman Sachit, who is one of the international SACDEP partners, said that organic farming doesn't need a lot of input since most of the products of farming and materials are always available within the farm, thus keeping the cost of planting low.
Ndio sababu tunauliza serikali itusaidie sisi ambao tunakuza ukulima ambao hauna gharama ya juu, ili tusaidie hata serikali iweze kuokoa fedha ambazo zinatumika kupeleka nchi zingine, kuleta fertilizer, kuleta mbegu, kuleta madawa. Kwa sababu kwa hiyo miaka 30 tumezidua mambo mengi kuhusu ukulima.
Farmers present expressed their satisfaction in organic foods, saying after they started producing and using organic foods, their lives have changed drastically, thus urging the government not to be biased when distributing funds towards agriculture. Gracia Saganda, KUTV.
Moving on, the Lake region has the potential to produce 60% of the country's rice needs. This is according to Siaya Governor James Orengo, who has called on the government and other partners to help the region harness its potential to enable the locals become food secure and improve their livelihoods. Take a look.
Siaya Governor James Orengo has underscored that his government is keen on pursuing partnerships that will see the local rice growers in the Lake region benefit from knowledge and technology.
This delegation is here to tour Siaya, and as soon as we finish this press briefing, they're going to go to the field. Their forte is in agriculture, and particularly what we are putting our focus on is rice.
While hosting the delegation from India, which was led by the chairman of India's National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Govinda Chintala, Orengo noted that the delegation's visit was a reciprocal of an earlier visit by the Lake Region Economic Bloc governors to India, where they had held discussions with several potential investors. Mr. Chintala, on his part, said his delegation was keen on rice cultivation and wanted to see how they can partner to increase yields.
This tour, we are going to have further discussions and follow-ups with meetings here, and possibly if we succeed in the effort we are trying to pursue, meetings in India, and hopefully we are going to translate this engagement into practical activity on the ground.
The chairman of the Siaya County Assembly Agriculture Committee, Mr. Frederick Omoro, called on the investors to consider investing in the county, which he added was blessed with enough land, manpower and good weather.
As we take you around to know the potentiality in our areas where we can produce rice, we are also privileged to hear from you that you also have the variety that can be done in the mainland, even in the dry areas.
In Kenya, rice is mainly produced by small-scale farmers in Mwea, Bunyala, Tana Delta, Msambweni, and Nyanza provinces, including Ahero, West Kano, Migori, and Kuria. Dorothy Musyoka, KUTV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That specific news piece brings us to the end of our news updates this morning, but not to worry, because more updated news updates will be coming your way at 6:30 p.m. for our Kiswahili news and 9 p.m. for our English news. But right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we have wrapped up officially our first hour of Art and Culture Monday. When we come back, as we start our second hour, we're going to be starting with our live act of the day, and this one is going to be fun. So don't go anywhere. If you just woke up, welcome to the fun part of Art and Culture Monday. Karibuni sana. But right about now, let's take a short break. We will be right back.
From the farm to the consumer, we explore agribusiness opportunities right here with you.
Changamoto lingine ni soko. Soko saa ingine bei inashuka tu drastic, kama saa hii hoho imeshuka chini.
On Money Monday, we explore business stories and engage business professionals as reference points for analyzing investment opportunities.
Last year, the economy grew by 4.8%. And which is really an indication of the resilience of the economy.
If we don't grow the economy, then we cannot have economic transformation.
We shall bring you up to speed with everything taking center stage in the business world and the state of the nation. Join me, Ann Odida, every Sunday and Monday for captivating, entertaining, and informative stories at 9 p.m.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
The folks are going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pepo pasi vuguvugu. Pepo pa ni idea.
Tazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na waasi wa ADF.
mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili, ndio inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni Duniani Leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
Kaunti maarufu kwa kuzalisha maziwa na ukuzaji wa majani chai. Pia, serikali ya kaunti inawahimiza wakulima kukumbatia mitindo mingine ya kilimo kuzidisha mapato.
Kama kuna kikundi moja inafanya biashara ya kuuza kuku, hao pia tumewafadhili kuwafunza jinsi ya kuhandle zile kuku kwa sababu wanaleta kwa wingi.
Haya yote tunakuletea katika Boresha Kilimo, toleo la kaunti ya Bomet.
Kilimo ni nguzo kubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa.
Power is transient, that at this point it's them who are powerful. In the next time, the next term, it will be them who are actually begging the courts to protect their rights. Yes.
You mentioned something that I would really love for you to elaborate on. When you say banana republic, what does that really mean?
It's a republic that is characterized by chaos.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
and gentlemen, we are at a few minutes, 8 minutes past 8 a.m. And like I told you, this is our fun hour because we will be having live performances and get to know none other than Shari Africa. She is a household name for sure, especially if you're a lover of African fusion. Then you know who I'm talking about. So we are going to be getting to know her in just a minute. And amidst knowing her, we are going to be having mind-blowing performances. I listened, of course, to a few of her songs in my preparation, and I can tell you that you are in for a treat. So yeah, if you are in, if you know Shari, begin, kimbia pale YouTube, drop your comment there. Let me know what you know about her. Let me know how you like her performances, her music. Just engage with me. So the easiest way, like I said, is to go on KUTV Kenya on YouTube, and the show that is streaming live is this one. So go there and drop your comment. But right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to get to know, well, disseminate the artist that is Shari Africa and get to know her works, you know, get to know her in every angle possible. So you are going to love this one and you are going to have a fantastic time while at it. So karibuni sana, ladies and gentlemen. Right about now, we are moving on to our first launch of the day. Where in the 254 have you had such voices, such music, except from right here on Art and Culture Monday? And our star of the day is Shari Africa. And my God, you have such amazing music. We are going to hear from her in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. But if that is not telling you to go on all streaming platforms and just look for Shari Africa, S-H-A-R-I, right? And then Africa with a K. Perfect. All right, just go listen to her music, because honestly, there is no choosing. She was asking me here before we started the show what song, you know, she should, you know, test her sound with, and I'm like, any, because they are all amazing. So you are going through Shari Africa, listening in to all of her music, because each and every song is so well done. Her vocals are up here, ladies and gentlemen. There's no comparison, honestly. And I told you, she is the queen of African fusion, and you have already started hearing it, okay? You're already started hearing her vocals and how good, honestly, she is. So kimbia pale YouTube, let me know if you're enjoying this fantastic morning, because I am, and I know for a fact that I cannot be the only one. So kimbia pale YouTube, look for KUTV Kenya, drop me a comment right there, drop a comment for Shari. Let's know if you're enjoying this Monday morning, because it's fire on fire. So I am waiting for your comments. I am going for your comments. I am going to be reading them. I'm going to be getting to them. So you drop them hapo. By the time Shari is leaving, we're going to do a nice collection of everything that is going to be happening. So ladies and gentlemen, right about now, without wasting much time, Shari Africa, I want her to say hi. Good morning, Shari.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Amazing music.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You are doing such amazing work. You are the reason why Kenyan music is going to the next level.
Oh man.
Honestly. Yes.
Thank you.
Please say hi to people at home before we start and listen to, you know, some more songs.
Hi everyone. Buddy,
Hello.
my name is Shari Africa with a K.
Yes.
And I'm an African fusion artist. Recently, I've been playing around with the genre title Dodo Soul. So I do soul music, but in a very cultural way.
That is why it is called Dodo Soul. Oh, okay. So we are waiting. I think so far we are loving it. I think whatever it is that you're doing with it, you're doing a really, really amazing job. So let's start from the very beginning. When did you start singing?
Oh man, like everyone else from childhood.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to church and you graduate from memory verse speaking, and then you go to the choir, and then eventually you just learn the ropes. But I didn't decide I wanted to be a musician until campus. So when I was in first year, I joined the school band. Yeah. So we used to have, I was in Moi University.
Moi
so we
University.
had an MU band.
Yes.
And so when I joined the MU band, our patrons used to look for opportunities for us. And so there's this one time, we went to perform for the governor in Kisii for, was it Madaraka Day? I think it was Madaraka Day.
Yeah.
So after that, he invited us to his house and he cooked for us. And then after that, we went to look for a club in the town to play at. So when we went there, we were just jamming, you know. But guys were having so much fun. People were coming from all over. They heard us singing, and so people were just coming and coming and coming. Yeah. And as I was performing and just looking at the joy everyone is feeling and the joy that I'm feeling as well, I decided,
this is the thing.
I'm going to do this thing.
This is what I want to do. Question. What were you studying at Moi University?
Project planning and management.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. How did that go after you made that decision?
By then, by the time I was in fourth year, again, I somehow lost the resolve. So I was like, I will do it part-time. But then, you know, I was raised by my grandparents. And those are people who believe that to be successful, you have to be doing you have to be a doctor or a lawyer or just
education. Yes.
So if you don't have a corporate job, you're not successful. And I really wanted to please my grandparents. So when I finished school, I ventured into project management first. I at first was a project officer for a certain cancer foundation. And then I got my first job at Unilever. So I went to be a brand executive for Vaseline. Then after that again, I went still into corporate world, and then until 2021. Yes. So in 2021, I was still working, but then I decided now I want to get into the industry. So 2021 January, we released Serereka with Trio Mio. And then I decided this is now my ticket.
This is my ticket.
Let me take it and run. So since then I've been doing music, and then last 2022 August I decided to now just leave the corporate world. Focus on my music career.
So for a year there, you were both in the corporate world and doing your music. I think that is a nice move. I hope it made the transition a bit easier.
For sure.
Okay, so would you say you were better organized getting into the music full time because of your corporate job?
Definitely. Working at Unilever helped me to learn how to build a brand. I am very passionate about brand building and marketing, you know, because that's what we used to do.
Exactly.
So as an independent artist, it helps me a lot to be able to do all these things for myself. I don't necessarily require, let's say I don't have a manager or a team for these things. I'm able to do these things for myself and still be successful.
So your project manager job did actually go a long way.
Splendid.
You moved from marketing products to marketing yourself. I think that is quite something. That is quite something, because branding is branding, marketing is marketing. Whether you're marketing a person or a brand, the technique is sort of the same. And it explains why you're doing so well for yourself. I saw your poster and your everything about you is so well put. Like you could tell. Wow. And when you see them, you are impressed, ladies and gentlemen. So far you're doing an amazing job. So you did the song with Trio Mio. How did that go? Serereka, how was the song received?
Oh man, Serereka was being played in matatus and in clubs, and people would send me voice notes. They're like, "Where tunakusikiza?" Someone would be in a matatu, and there's the matatus with the TVs there, and then they'd see me and record videos and be like, "I'm seeing you in this matatu."
That is so nice.
So I feel like Serereka really helped to push me out there, and to just make me a familiar name and also a familiar voice. So mtu akisikia hii sauti inakaa familiar, I've heard of you. And so when I say Serereka, they're like,
that's the song. So that really did become your ticket. Wow, that is amazing. So then you did Serereka, you're still working. Then you decided to do solo projects now. How was that movement? Because you know, when you have done your first song and it has a huge reception, you are almost, you know, indebted to the people to keep bringing good music. So how did the consecutive singles go?
Oh, the pressure. There was pressure. You know, so you go from Serereka has like 1 million views, and then now you're back to getting your thousands and your 2000s. So immediately after Serereka, there was pressure to release music. But I wanted to release music that was specific to my journey. Like, I didn't want to just do mainstream music or commercial music. I wanted to be able to express myself in the way that I originally wanted to. So I released Tuendele. It did good. And then after that, I decided to start working on an EP. We did Nairobi in 2022. We released it in September. So 2022, we did Nairobi EP with Ricky Beat. It was so amazing working with him on it. And I wanted, from ile vibe ya Serereka, there was that dancehall fused with hip hop vibe that I was going for when I came to do Nairobi EP. So with Nairobi, when you listen to it from Tuma Fair to Dreams, you see the theme is dancehall, rhythm, raga, raga soul. So it's just there's also dancehall rumba, there's dancehall trap rumba, because Mbaba we wanted to give it a very unique sound, like not just the usual trap sound. But everything else that I've released after Serereka, I've enjoyed seeing just how that journey is, how the transformation has been, all the people I've become after that up to now.
All the versions of Shari that you have actually become. Yes. Oh, I like that. I want us to listen to something from the EP, because we want to feel that vibe. We want to feel, I know we've not listened to Serereka. I want us to feel the vibe in the EP, because I believe that was a lot of work. Just putting an EP together is not the easiest thing. I believe so. We want to listen to, would you pick a favorite from Oh, okay. So now kuna Mbaba on the list.
Mbaba, everyone loves Mbaba.
Okay, so can we listen to that one? So right now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Shari Africa.
Somebody with a big toy. With a big boy, and he's zungushe in his big toy. Drip, drip, what's the menu, girl? Who did?
Mubaba was definitely something. It was nice. I want to know, because of the uniqueness of your music, just take me through your creative process. Say, for example, Mubaba, inspiration ilitoka wapi? And how do you write your music? Is it in beats? Ama ukikalia chini ukiamua leo ni Mubaba? We are doing that exactly. Just take me through your creative process from inspiration.
So the creative process for Nairobi EP was a bit different from how I usually create.
Yeah.
Usually I just hear a tune in my head and then I start building on it.
Yes.
But with Nairobi it was more intentional. I was looking at what Nairobi was like at that time.
Yeah.
What was going on. Kulikuwa na stories za wababa, kulikuwa na stories za Mtuma
Mingi.
Fair,
Yeah.
kulikuwa na stories za Jaba.
Yeah.
So and when I was making Nairobi, I was like, I wanted to make a project that is capturing the soul of the city at that time.
Yes.
It's not necessarily the things I believe in or my values.
Yeah.
It's because art imitates life.
Exactly.
We are supposed to be looking at what is happening and then we cement it in art.
Yes, so you mirror the society.
Exactly.
So might not be what is happening in your life per se, but it's happening in many other people's lives.
And people have to talk about it, yeah? And for me, Nairobi ilikuwa kama project ya kejeli hivi. It's like I wanted to provoke people.
Yeah.
And so when Mubaba came out, they were like, what are these you're singing? I'm like, no, it's not me you're angry at. It's you. It's you.
Yeah, you're angry at yourself, really. That was nice.
Yeah. So the creative process was that I was just, I even did research on Sheng words. I was like, I want to use Sheng. I want to use a lot of Sheng, and I didn't know Sheng.
Yes.
So I was doing research and I'm writing down Sheng words. Kinangife, tunapurura kwa hewa.
You actually sat down. You know, we want to mirror Nairobi. We want to know exactly what's happening. And then when you listen to the songs, you can't tell that work was put into it. Because if you tell me you're not a Sheng guru, I'm almost inclined not to believe you, because the EP is saying otherwise. So you did put some work into it.
Yes, a lot of work.
Yes.
And so when I went to studio with Ricky, he has a website where he posts a lot of beats weekly. Like he just makes beats all the time and he sells them there or releases them. So when I told him about the project, he was like, you just go to the website, select the beats you like, and then if no one has already bought them, we can work on them. So I went to the website, I was listening to all the beats, mingi, and I was listening to them one by one. So usually how I select a beat is it's out of feeling. So within the first 10 seconds, if I feel really good about that beat, and I just feel so drawn to it in terms of energy, and then I pick it. So that's what I did. So I picked, all the beats were pre-made except Mubaba. Mubaba, I wrote it first and then we built the beat around it.
Yes. Wow, that was nice. Also, how was working with Ricky? Because I'm seeing a lot of nice professionalism with working with him, especially the website part. I can't believe you have been in this industry. There's not a lot of producers that do that. So I like that he has your work cut out for you. If you really just want to go pick a beat, here is a list of, it's going to be 1 million beats, but you can listen and choose. And I think that is a very unique unique way of working. So how is working with Ricky just in general?
The same way you've said, it was so professional. It was such a breath of fresh air. Because I had been working with other people before, and being a lady, I would get into studio and you're a woman before you're a singer. So the producers would look at you and treat you like a woman first before they treat you as a musician. But then when I went to Ricky's studio, it was business, it was professional. What sound are you looking for? So very efficient. I think that's my favorite producer to have worked with so far. Just because of the respect that he was showing me and the respect that we had working with each other the entire time.
Exactly. So a big up to you, Ricky. You're doing an amazing job. So if you're an artist out there looking for a producer, before you go kissing the many frogs in the industry, because they are there and there are many, maybe Ricky is your guy. And like you've heard, he has beats that you can buy, he has beats that you can list. So if you've been looking, you know, people have songs upon songs in a book somewhere. So I think it's about time you see Ricky, so that you are able to actually actualize. You see that dream for 2024 that you had? Ricky is your guy. All right, so please go there and do exactly that. So you worked on the EP. How long did you work on the EP before it was ready? From beginning to end, to like you guys can now shika this and listen to it?
We started in 2021 December.
Yeah.
And then at first I thought it would be out by March, April 2022. But then when May came, I had a road accident and tore my right ankle.
Ooh.
So I couldn't walk for 6 months from then.
Ooh.
And so we had to put everything on hold.
Yes.
By September I was able to now walk with one crutch, and I was able to move around.
Yeah.
And so I decided, even though I'm not fully healed, let me just release the project.
Yes.
It's been I wanted it to come out in July.
Yes.
So I decided.
It's September now.
Yeah.
We need to put out something.
Yeah. And usually when you have a project that you wanted to release and you're not able to release it, unaskina kuwasha.
Yeah.
You're just feeling.
It's almost like you're carrying something you need to just put down.
So when September came, I was like, I'm just releasing it.
Yes.
So I released it in September.
How did it do?
I was able to make some sales because at first I released it on Hustle Sasa.
Yeah.
And I was able to at least make a few sales.
Yeah.
And then after that, the EP has blessed me a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like it has returned the passion and the investment I made into it, even emotionally rewarding.
Yes.
I would say it's been a successful EP, and it's a no-skip EP. It's a
Yeah.
very beautiful
I mean,
body
every song in there is a banger. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I absolutely agree. You know, there's no choosing. You know, the way an EP can have 1 to 2 songs and the rest are skippable. That is not the EP. If you're looking for an EP to do that too, Nairobi is exactly not the EP. Where can people find Nairobi right now?
Nairobi is available for streaming everywhere. The audios, the visualizers are on YouTube. The audios are on Spotify, SoundCloud, Deezer, Apple, all those digital platforms.
Yes.
You can find Nairobi there.
All right.
And
so Nairobi,
any other project I've been involved
that you have been involved in. So yeah, Nairobi, if you want the visuals, YouTube is your place. If you're looking for Spotify, if you just want to listen to the audio, to the amazing vocals from Shari, because they are definitely amazing, then all the other streaming platforms are an option for you. I don't want us to talk much because there's a lot of good music to listen to, so I want us to get to the next song. Which one is it, Shari?
Not sure.
Let's Tuendele is the next one on the list. So ladies and gentlemen, once again from right here at KUTV, from Shari Africa, Tuendele.
Is it just me who can feel the hate? It's like you're here but you're not of late. Amani vile sisi sote tumesota, najua maisha iko vile ule ota. Hey, hey, no, no. Tuendele, hey, hey, no, baby, no. Tuendele, hey, hey, no, no. Tuendele, hey, hey, no, baby. If you don't want me no more, baby, just just let me know. I don't want to let go, but I will walk out the door. Ori dwani hati mango, pio se pukore, makibada give me hope. Pio se pukore tuendele, amano, no, tuendele, amano, baby.
It's definitely feeling like tuendele, like si tuendele tu. Yeah, like si tuendele tu. Let's keep doing this. Curious question. Do you do vocal training, or exactly where are those vocals from? Because damn. On every song, since we began, you are almost curious. You're like, oh, who is that? And then now, Nambu ni Shari bado. Yeah.
I don't do training, but usually just in the house, I put on music I like and I sing along to it with my whole heart. Yeah. So most of the time, I really like listening to praise and worship, and because the vocal ranges, they allow you to do and to like they just allow you to really express yourself in spirit. Yes. And I love to sing from my spirit, and so when I do that, I'm able to just exercise often, because I do that almost really every day. I listen to music every day, music I like, and when I sing along, that's training for me.
Wow, yes. So a sweet secret from Shari, some praise and worship in your house. Will we itakusaidia sana. It will give you some nice range, and you're going to love it. We are headed on to the last part. I want us to talk about Hera. So you did your EP. Has there been any other song in between the EP and Hera?
After the EP, there's been a collaboration. Yes. I think my memory is failing me, but there's been a collaboration, the one we released in December, Sijali, by Fadela, myself, and Nonso Amadi. Yeah. And other collaborations, I think.
In between, you've had a number of them. Yes. Then you decided 2024 is Hera.
Yes. 2024, we are starting with Hera. So this year, there's more music that we are planning, but for now, let's talk about Hera.
Exactly. Let's talk about Hera. When did the inspiration for Hera hit?
We did Hera last year. Just around the same time we did Sijali with Nonso. That was last year around March. Yeah, around March. So there's this friend of mine, she's called Truth. She is also a singer. Very beautiful.
Truth 254.
Truth 254, yes.
Ah, she's been here. Hi, Truth. How are you?
Shout out to Truth.
Yes, shout out to you.
So when we were hanging out with Truth, she was like, oh, there's this studio, there's this producer friend of mine called Petrus. I would like you to, they would like to meet you so that you guys can talk about maybe working on something.
Yeah.
So I said, sure. So I went to Tawala to meet Kina Petrus. We spoke and we decided we were going to do a few projects together.
Yes.
So as he was playing me the beats he's made, he played that beat we used for her. And I was like, sijaisikia mtu akiproduce benga hivi?
Yeah.
I was like, for me it sounded so natural, you know.
Yeah.
It sounded like he wasn't forcefully making a beat.
Yeah.
Like he really understood benga music and just Luo music as a whole.
Yeah.
Even the drum pattern is just dodo. Like it works out perfectly.
Yeah.
So when I heard it, I was like, that's the one I want.
Yeah. You're like, this one.
I was like, eh. And I think he didn't even play it among the first ones he played.
Yeah.
He played uko mwisho as a by the way, and I was like, ulikuwa umeficha hii wapi?
Yeah.
So I really loved the beat. I told him I want to go write it.
Yes.
I went back home and I was listening to it over and over and over and over. And
yes.
Yeah. And so and then I was like, what do I want to talk about?
Yes.
So I love love. I love talking about love. I love loving people. I love receiving love from people.
And singing about love.
And singing about love.
Yes.
To me, love is the greatest of all, you know.
Yeah.
So I wrote the song and then I went back to studio. We recorded it, and we wanted to release it last year. Was it when? Yeah, it's been there for like, we wanted to release it somewhere like 3 months later, but then we weren't able to. So we just waited until like a month ago.
Yeah.
So a month ago I was like, Petrus, I need to release that song.
Yes.
I need to release that song for Valentine's. And then
yes.
We went to studio and I just felt like something was still missing. I was like, I don't know what's missing. Because by then we didn't have the guitars from Ice.
Yes.
So the next time I went to studio again to listen to the song, there was a guitarist there called Ice. He's Ben Soul's guitarist.
Yes.
So Petrus is like, unafaa kuchukua namba ya Ice kwa kuchezea guitar. I'm like, okay. And then Petrus is like, unajua ni guitarist wa Ben Soul. I'm like, ni sawa Petrus.
Yeah.
So we asked him, so you try and play some guitars there, and then he did, and it was chef's kiss. I was like, this is what was missing. So after he played the guitars, I was pleased. I was like, this is now complete. Let's do it. Exactly. Then we really So at first I wanted to just do a lyric video, and then I realized I had some footage from some previous shoots. Yeah. So I also tried to learn a lot of Adobe. So Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, Premiere Pro. So I just decided, let me do a visualizer with this footage that I already had, that I haven't used for quite some time. And then I put up the video together, I did the lyrics. I did it in like 2 days. Yeah. But
you're going to edit, put this thing together until everything is ready.
Yeah. You know, when God gives you such gifts, He expects you to use them, yeah? True. And so sometimes things can be so difficult, but then you realize God already looked at it before, like alishaona mbele akaona this is going to be difficult, so I'm going to gift you with this. And this gift will help you so figure yourself out when things are difficult. Yes. And so when the video came out, guys were like, wow, this is so dope, this is so dope. I'm like, thank you.
You're almost like, who has done this work? Because this looked like a group of 10 people who each had a different assignment, and you brought a masterpiece together. Yeah. Wow, we cannot wait to see Hera, but I want us to get social media handles as we wrap up, because we've been here for almost an hour.
Wow.
Could you believe it? Yeah, it
doesn't feel like it. It feels like we've just started.
Right? It feels exactly like that. So, number one, social media handles. Your personal social media handles. Where can people find you, and where can people find your music?
So if you just search Shari, S-H-A-R-I, space Africa, it doesn't have a C. It has a K. Africa with a K. So if you look for Shari Africa with a K, everywhere, on YouTube. Go subscribe. I'm on Instagram. I love to interact with people that enjoy my music. I'm always responding to DMs, and so don't be afraid to follow me and to subscribe to my channel. We will engage with each other. We will love each other.
Yes, please do. And then finally, how is 2024, the rest of 2024, what are we to expect from Shari?
So I'm currently working on my next release called Che. I've done a live performance of it, and guys have really received it so well. And involving, so it's going to be a collaboration, so with someone that people really love.
Can we know the someone?
I will not tell you. It's a surprise.
When is this Che being released?
So usually I let the fans decide. So if you're watching, let me know when you want us to release Che.
Okay, yes, we need to see the collaboration. So you know, we're expecting another song, but I'm hoping it's not gonna be too long from now.
No,
Yes, so, thank you so much, Shari, for being here. It's been an honor, a pleasure. This has been easy to do. You have amazing music. We do wish you all the best as 2024. Like, I cannot wait to see you Feb of 2025 to see the great name you will have become. You're already a household name. So we are looking forward for you to go international. So right about now, ladies and gentlemen, Shari's newest banger. It's called Hera. It's all about love. So listen in and have a fantastic time, and please go and watch all of her music on all streaming platforms at Shari Africa with a K. Okay, Africa with a K, and you are going to just have an amazing time. So right about now, ladies and gentlemen, from Shari Africa, Hera. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and that was none other than Shari Africa. The Africa is with a K, all right? You can find her on all social media handles, on Instagram at Shari Africa, and on all streaming platforms. Just look for Shari Africa. It's a very unique name. You will find her music. You're going to find everything that she has been working on, including her latest banger, Hera. You are going to have a fantastic time. So please go ahead and do exactly that. All right, I'm going to be getting to your comments in just a bit, but right about now we want to watch something that we have been having right here at KUTV, which is KUTV Practical Training Courses. So as a station and a show, we aim to educate and entertain our audience, of course, like we do with Art and Culture Monday. So with this, we host a number of schools where we offer media training and station visits to disseminate on how TV stations work at a very pocket-friendly fee. All right. So I know, how many times were you in high school or in campus even doing a media course and you have never been to a TV station? That is a sad state of affairs. So KUTV Kenya is providing exactly that. So today on this episode, we are going to be watching St. Paul's High School Murang'a for a studio tour to learn about our practical courses in technical operations, news anchoring and hosting, and also video editing and show production in general. So we hear from them on their experience on, as well as have them showcase some of their talent. This is much needed. As we said, we are a practical based TV station, so we want to show you who are watching, your students from high school, if you're a student from campus, we want to show you the technicalities of what we do, because there's a lot that goes on to you seeing me here seated talking to you. So let's take a look at that one. But right about now, just reminding you, do not fail to remember to watch Shari Africa and all of her amazing music on all streaming platforms.
Welcome to this show. This is KU Television, welcoming St. Paul's. This is St. Paul's Boys High School from Gadukeine in Murang'a. This school was the best school in Murang'a you can ever find. It was number 4 in the Kenyan Examination Council of Secondary School. It took about 26 students to university. And my name, for first introduction, my name is Denzel Mushiri.
Firstly, my name is Jamhuri Kuka from St. Paul Boys High School, Gadukeine in Murang'a County. And as a school, we have come to represent our entire school. And we thank the Almighty for He has enabled us, give us safe journey. And as you're here, we want to thank the KUTV for cooperating with us, understanding us, and giving us all the learnings we have learnt. And we are very dearly, and we thank all the management of the station, and we are very happy to come to this KUTV, an international TV station. Thank you, and it was nice time.
Thank you very much, Jamhuri Kuka. As we've heard, we're our school, St. Paul's Boys High School, Gadukini, located in the Muranga Kiriaini Road. So first, we've also been told that we should thank the Almighty, which is true, because if it wasn't for Him, we don't know if we would have been here today. And the next thing is to say that the experience I've had in the KUTV station, I've had a very nice time here. I have learned a lot of things I didn't even know happened. I always saw things, but I was so curious to know what they were. But today I finally know what they are. And I really thank all the people who have been with us, the time they've had with us, the time they've made for us, because I know there were all of the people we've met. It's not that they didn't have time or they didn't have work to do, but they just made time for us. Seeing this, it represents and shows us how people are very passionate about the young people so that they may be great leaders of tomorrow, because we're told that the youth and the students are the leaders for tomorrow. So for me, I've had a great time, and I've really loved this time here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Leon. As for me, my name is Raymond Kamau, representing also St. Paul. As for me, my experience here at KUTV, I've learned very much, and the knowledge we have gotten from the producers and also the reporters. And first I have to thank our teachers for getting this humble time to come with us and know what's expected. I have nothing too much, just to say that.
Thank you. My name is Felix Mutugi. I'm also representing St. Paul's Boys High School. First of all, I want to thank the management of the school finding time to bring us here. And also I would like to thank the KUTV management also for also accepting us, for also accepting us to come here. We thank you for that. And also I have a solo presentation, which is a Chinese song. Jashanyan Yigarin Fanyego Yuyuizo Yugole Yugujo Haiji Daijanji Shenma Jen Aigo Kai Huidong Huijimo Hui Wishu Jongyo Meng Jongyo Ni Zaijinjong Pangyo Yisheng Yichizo Na Sherizi Buzayo Yijuwa Yibeizi Yishenching Yibeiju Pangyo Busengu Dango Yishang Pangyo Ni Haidong Hayo Shang Hayo Dong Hayo Dong Hayo Yijuwa Yibeizi Yishenching Yibeiju. So then the song is titled Penyu, and thank you very much. Share.
And I am going to present a poem which is called Our Grandpa's Shade. So welcome and enjoy. After a tiresome day, a busy working day, with our grandpa on our cassava plantation, we trekked back to our ramshackle homestead. Under the shade of our mango tree, we sat. The sun's rays, so hot, we couldn't bear the heat, for the growing branches were short. Hunger almost tore us apart as we stared at our grandpa, the father to our late father, who lay never to come back any further. A brilliant idea struck Moigithia, Grandpa's firstborn granddaughter. The small clay pot put under the shade. She remembered the dismal savings Grandpa used to make before his retirement. We beamed with happiness. Under our shade, we believe in integrity. We value networking and accountability, efficiency, professionalism, and creativity. We guarantee effective services to all your grandchildren. Come we shield under the shade in our sun. In our shade, be sure of our service delivery. Open our office and registry. On your smartphone, SMS to register, to discover a new discovery. Our shade, a prudent manager of our grandpa's funds before his retirement. It is easy to save in our shade from 5 bob to 50 bob, 500, even 50,000. The employees, submit please your employer's contributions in good time. For this, your disgrace be eradicated when you retire before you are tired. Welcome, brother. Welcome, member. A warm welcome to you, my sister. Our mango tree has many branches that ensure enhanced coverage from Kakamega to Kajiado, Kiambu to Kirinyaga, a good custodian of our grandpa's retirement benefits. We salute you. This shade in support we stand. We appreciate this fund. You wiped away our sweat in summary. All bills and risks out of our memory. Our gold mango shade, you're exemplary. The National Social Security Fund. Indeed, we are growing in you for good. Forever, a saving culture in us is rubber stamped. Grazie.
Asante sana, nashukuru kwa fursa hii. Jina langu mwanzo ni Barak Wahungu, mwalimu katika shule ya upili ya St. Paul's ambao mnaona hapa nyuma. Ni shule nzuri, shule ya wavulana maarufu sana kule Murang'a Mashariki. Ni shule ya 4 ambayo imetoa wanafunzi bora sana katika mtihani wa kidato cha 4 mwaka uliopita, na tunatarajia zaidi mengi kutoka pale. Hawa ni baadhi tu ya wanafunzi ambao kwa leo wametembelea chuo kikuu cha Kenyatta, na tunashukuru sana kwa ukaribisho wenu na fursa hii, kwa sababu ni nafasi mzuri ya kuwasaidia kuwapa ari ile ya kusoma, ili hata nao pia wajiunge na chuo hiki hapo mbele wanapotamatisha masomo yao ya shule ya upili. Tunashukuru sana na tunatarajia pia kuwa tutataguzana nanyi katika mambo mengi hapo mbele. Asanteni.
They are powerful and influential. They make decisions in politics, education, finance, agriculture, health, sports, and all aspects of human life. But the impact of their decisions falls on you, the common citizen. KUTV Primetime News Thursday. We ask bold questions and pursue answers to the core to bring you closer to the story. We couldn't have it any other way. Join me, Auma Evans, as I raise matters of social concern to raise your voice from the background to the foreground. Every Thursday and Saturday at 9 p.m. only on KUTV.
Ni kaunti maarufu kwa kuzalisha maziwa na ukuzaji wa majani chai. Pia, serikali ya kaunti inawahimiza wakulima kukumbatia mitindo mingine ya kilimo kuzidisha mapato.
Kama kuna kikundi moja inafanya biashara ya kuuza kuku, hao pia tumewafadhili kuwafunza jinsi ya kuhandle zile kuku, kwa sababu wanaleta kwa wingi.
Haya yote tunakuletea katika Boresha Kilimo, toleo la kaunti ya Bomet.
Kilimo ni nguzo kubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
Power is transient, that at this point it's them who are powerful. In the next time, the next term, it will be them who are actually begging the courts to protect their rights. Yes.
You mentioned something that I would really love for you to elaborate on. When you say banana republic, what does that really mean?
It's a republic that is characterized by chaos.
From the hospital corridors, we bring you experts to discuss issues affecting your health, from diet to mental health. The familiar and the ignored are both put into perspective. We then dive into the environment and look at the effects of climate change and its solutions. Join me, Mutegi K. Martin, every Friday at 9 p.m. as we learn on how to better our health while taking care of our environment. Only on KUTV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 11 minutes past 9 a.m. and we have had a good run for Art and Culture Monday. If you missed, we started with our introductions. Then in the second hour, we had quite too much fun from Shari Africa. We had just had amazing performances. And now, in our third hour, we sit and we talk all matters theatre, and this is another fun one because you know among the anchors of Art and Culture Monday is really theatre. So we're here to talk about a very important conversation, which is Kenya Theatre Awards, where we actually get to recognize the people that put in the work to actually make theatre alive. So starting from everyone that chips in is being recognized in these awards, and I'm more than happy to have this conversation. So I'm not alone in studio. I'm joined by two beautiful and brilliant ladies. They are the epitome of beauty and brains, right? Because the things they are doing, just when they open their mouth, you're like, I need to do more with my life. And I like those conversations. Karibuni sana. Where do we start? We start with Hadassah. Please say hi, tell us who you are, what you do, and then we jump right in.
Okay.
Yes.
My name is Hadassah Kariuki. I am a thespian. I act, dance, write, direct. Officially, I am the office administrator of the Kenya International Theatre Festival Trust. I am also part of the secretariat of the Kenya Theatre Awards.
Yes, okay, I'm going to ask you to repeat that and define it a bit later. Yes, because just the secretariat is all we had. So I'm going to be asking you to define that a bit later. Okay. But also, like I was saying before the show, I realized you wear a couple of hats. And my most interesting one was, not most writers can dance. Like that one just stood out. Because, dancing is kind of all over the place. Writing requires you to actually sit down with that script. I know. So which one came first? Was it the dancing or the sitting? Or the writing?
Dancing.
The dancing.
Yes.
So how did you start? Like what was your entry point to the theatre space?
Actually, you see, when most people say I started acting in high school and things like that, I actually didn't start acting in high school. For me, the first point I saw acting was, I think, in primary school, when I saw a play that was done, a film actually, that was done in Kenya High School, and I was like, that's where I want to go, because they're acting, nothing else, that's where I want to go. And funny enough, I went there.
I wanted to ask that question. Wow, all right, you did follow through.
Yes, I did go there, but I didn't act until I came to university. Yes, where I did Bachelor of Arts in Theatre and Film.
So after high school you were set. So then how come you weren't acting in high school, yet your course in campus was about that? You know, you think
you think you followed
through. Yeah, you think you followed through.
Well, I can say it's been a bit of a personal battle of self-doubt and stage fright. Yes, a lot of stage fright, but I think when you get to be with people who are doing the same craft as you, you get to like learn from them and be like, I can actually do this.
So you moved from stage fright to actually like doing a lot of the things that are in the theater space. Oh, that is amazing. I want us to get to know the other amazing lady. She was here and I was almost, fighting because the last time she was here was 2021. I'm like, how? Please say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Suki Wanzanyadawa.
Yes.
I'm a performing artist. I am a lecturer of theatre and film. Which other? I want to reduce. I am a festival coordinator for the Lake International Pan-African Film Festival, LIPF. But most importantly, I am a jury member for the Kenya Theatre Awards. And 2024 is my second year.
Wow, amazing. So you were with them in the year
2023.
Amazing. You're going to have to answer another question. I like this. I like this conversation. So you started working with Kenya Theatre Awards last year.
Yes.
By any chance, were you Hadassah's lecturer? By any chance? Because you teach what she learned.
You have actually asked about dance, and I was waiting for her to say that I taught her dance.
Sorry.
Hadassah, this is your chance. This is amazing. Like to have the student and the teacher on the same table, doing what they teach about, like actually experiencing and getting to do what you taught her to do. That was amazing. So she made you love dance?
Yes, she was really amazing. She actually taught me in my first year.
In your first year.
Yes.
How people can be taught how to dance?
Yes. But I always believe can you call it unpackaging, unharnessing? Because dancing is something we all do, especially as Africans. Dance is in our blood.
That is true.
So we, as lecturers or as teachers, we just help you discover what has been inside you.
So you're not putting something strange in the person.
No.
You're just helping them be able to uncover.
Yes.
Maybe I'll see you for a few of these classes. It's horrible over here.
Karibu sana.
But I am glad that you get to take her through, and now you see the work that she's doing. How are you feeling about your students?
I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud. I think I always tell my students, when we're out here, we are peers. We are peers. We're on the same platform.
True.
They shouldn't sit down and say, oh my God, this is my lecturer. I need to be humble. For what? Like, let's tufanye ile kazi ambayo imetuleta.
Exactly.
And what that means is, as much as probably she learned from me when I was lecturing her, but I'm also very open to learn from her when we're in the industry. Because depending on how long she has done this. So for example, for the Kenya Theatre Awards, she's in the secretariat. Depending on how long she's done this, she's been there longer than I have.
Exactly.
So I am very ready to learn from her. I ask her questions. If something doesn't make sense in relation to the awarding, in relation to the some data that may be crucial. She's usually very helpful.
Open and very willing.
Yes.
And I think that is very important, especially for the entire creative industry.
Exactly.
Like you could learn a lot from a kid, just as much as you would learn so much from from a person that has been there longer.
Exactly.
So yeah, you get the pleasure of having such amazing, open-hearted and open-minded people. So I think you're enjoying your work so far.
Yes,
I want you to repeat your titles for the Kenya Theatre Awards so that we disseminate exactly what it is that you do.
So, I am the Kenya Theatre Awards.
Yes.
Is a byproduct of the Kenya International Theatre Festival Trust, where I am the office admin. So, as
so in your capacity as office admin, exactly what does that entail?
Mostly I do logistics, finance, making sure things are running. If we have workshops, facilitating workshops. We have a festival in November, doing the logistics of that, the day-to-day, how do they look like? Yes, and just mainly day-to-day running of the trust.
So in short, you are the muscle of the trust. Like you are the people go to, you know, if you want things to work out, this is your girl.
Yes.
So then came along the child that is Kenya Theatre Awards.
Yes.
Yes, what do you do there?
I am part of the secretariat. So these are the people that help the jury. They hold the secretariat holds the data, the meetings, the awards. We plan the awards. Yes.
So again, it's sort of logistics also for the Kenya Theatre Awards.
Yes.
Okay, so okay, disseminate for me the Kenya Theatre Awards. Like, I know it's in the name, but why was it created? Why were the awards actually, you know, why was it important to have them?
Okay, so I'll start a bit from the Kenya Theatre Festival.
Yes.
Kit Fest, which has been running. Is it the 8th year, 9th year?
We're in the 9th year.
9th year now.
Yeah. That's a while.
That's a while.
Yeah.
Where we invite theatre practitioners to come and showcase, you know, their performances, and the festival is usually in December.
Yeah.
It's an international event because we have people coming in all the way from Brazil, Egypt, South Africa, name them.
Yeah.
So from that emanated the desire to appreciate, acknowledge and appreciate, you know, the theatre performances that are happening in this country.
Yes.
Because, you know, we have some very good effort that is going into the theatre industry by practitioners. We have some very good actors and actresses who are out there, and no one, you know, gets to appreciate them. And so the whole idea of the Kenya Theatre Awards was to acknowledge one, the effort that people are putting in, but also to appreciate the work that these people are doing. The focus has always been in Nairobi, not by choice, but by logistical challenges. But starting from a bit of last year and this year, we are really trying to move out into the rest of the country. So we have, as until now, I think we have watched performances in Eldoret. We are yet to move into Mombasa, Kisumu, etc. But like this year, the way it is moving, that is going to be a possibility. And so even in the space of acknowledging and appreciating, I think, and this is a personal favorite, one of the things that KTA is also doing is appreciating the ones who have come before us.
Exactly.
You know, the ones who have set the stage for what we see now.
Exactly.
And biasly, I want to mention David Mulwa, who I think has trained half of the theatre population in this country. You know?
Yes, everyone has passed through his hands.
Everyone has passed through his hands, you know, and getting KTA to appreciate him and people of his, you know, like and caliber.
Exactly.
I think is a very, very important thing that the Kenya Theatre Awards is doing.
Yeah.
So that's the basic movement of KTA, appreciating and acknowledging the theatre activities that are happening in this country.
Yeah, you know, you mentioned that, and I remember we've held a lot of interviews here by playwrights, actors, actresses in the theatre scene, and even some of the plays that are played are from books that have been written by others from this country.
Exactly.
Like, which I think, like, they made their contribution so long ago, and you know, their work lives on. So I think that's a very, like, special place, special spot for them, because those are people whose works, you know, on and on, they keep being replayed in theaters, and I think those are people that honestly we should be able to acknowledge.
I think one of, just to add, I think one of the things you have said, and which I am sure we're going to mention during the theatre awards on Thursday, is the fact that last year we were able to see an increase in the number of Kenyan writers, or rather original plays being acted by the groups that we have within the country. There was a marked increase in that, and I think that's a very good thing, because we don't have to adapt plays from outside the country, the British, the Americans. No, we have stories, and we tell it very well. And we can tell it in a manner that resonates with the local population.
Exactly.
And I want to acknowledge that to the Kenya Theatre Awards, the marked increase in the number of original plays that have been acted.
Like we said, and that I think cuts across even from theatre to film, that we are able to tell our stories better.
Exactly.
I don't think I have seen a worse story than an African story told by a person who is not an African. It does not. You look at it and you're like, no, that sounds like it happened somewhere in Brazil. We don't even talk like that. So it is definitely, it's a huge step for us to even in theatre, because we can see film doing that exactly. So it is definitely, it's a huge marker to see us be able to tell our own stories in our own theatres. So that you're not feeling like you are in an, in a some place that is not even Africa. So I like that. I saw a play that had even a made-up village and a made-up language, an African language, and I could almost relate. I'm like, you're sure that is not some tribe that I know?
You would know exactly.
And I really did enjoy that. So I think that is also another thing that is worth acknowledging. So Hadassah, let's get back to logistics. So that means you have been with Kenya Theatre Awards from 2021.
Not really. I actually joined KitFest last year. Yes.
That is 2022. But I still believe you have seen a difference between 2022, 2023 and 2024. What are some of the differences or improvements in KitFest and the now KTA that you can say, last year we did things like this. There are some things like Doc has said that are improving over time.
I think people are beginning to embrace our vision. I think when you start something out and then now people start to see what exactly it is that you're doing for the industry, they now come on board. Like, for example, we can see an increase in the number of people who want to be part of our workshops. We have workshops throughout the year. So we can see an increase in the number of people who want to participate in the workshops. Last year, people applied to be part of the festival. In 2022, I think the number of people who applied as compared to 2023 had so many people. And you can imagine over 100 companies applying all over the nation. And now you have to narrow that down to less than 30. So I think people are beginning to see what exactly we're doing. And this year for the Kenya Theatre Awards, it's bigger. It's amazing to see that people want to be a part of this. And people are inviting the jury, actively inviting the jury to come and watch our play, tell us how can we improve, how can we do this better. And I think, that is amazing, and that makes us feel like now we are doing a really good job.
Like you can see constant improvement year in, year out. Because also the fact that KTA is annual, we should be able to track progress that says it's been a year since we last were here. So Suki, being part of the jury, you were part of the jury in 2023, you're part of the jury in 2024. One, what does that entail? Like if you're called upon to be part of the jury, what is your JD?
Watch plays.
I like that.
First is the ability or the time. Like you have to put aside time to watch plays. Now, why I'm emphasizing on that is that as she has said, there has been a marked improvement, and people are inviting the jury to now watch their shows. Like last year alone, I think we watched about 500 productions. Yes, over a space of 12 months.
So when you say watch, you mean your own business?
Like we physically watching. So that I'm seated in the house at to me any video now. Physically watching. And for us to get to that 500, it means that in a particular weekend we can have as many as between 5 and 8 productions. On the jury we have 5. It's a member of five people. So at times we get to all watch the 5 at, on the same weekend. But when they're many, like when they're 8, then we have to divide and say, okay, which 2 are going to this one. But yes, your JD is you have to be able to watch plays. Then of course we have to I don't use the word analyze, but yes, and critique.
Sort of critique.
Yes,
critique sounds much better.
But not to the people, but but on paper.
On paper, yes.
Because then every year we meet 4 times, or rather, is it quarterly?
Yes,
right. So then for this quarter we are meeting early April, where we then get to come up with the various tentative nominees per each category. So that then by the end of the year we're not overwhelmed. So of course it means we have to watch, we have to critique, we have to analyze and see, okay, what has this play done that is good, that is acknowledgeable, that we're appreciating. Which award would we want to propose them for? Right?
Where do they fit best?
Where do they fit best? We have a award list of about what? 35. So we have to think who fits into what category, right? And sometimes we go and actually you find that they, a particular production would fit into every category on the form, right? Because we have a form that we fill. And then of course when you meet in, during the quarterly meeting, we then get to see, okay, from all this that we have watched, unaweza tetea choice yako.
In short,
utetea choice yako, because then we have to reduce that number to 5. So every quarter we reduce it to 5. So that at the end of the year, which the last meeting is usually in January, we end up with a list of 20, which still has to be reduced to a list of 5. And the 5 are now the nominees who are going to be put out so that people can vote. So
that's some workload.
That is some workload. And then of course now after we have sat down, we have selected the 5 and all that same list goes out to the public for them to vote. So when, as much as the jury has looked at the 5 and selected
the best 5.
The best 5, but the community or the audience also has an opportunity. Out of these 5, whom do they feel did a good job?
Fits best. Yes. That is a lot of elimination to do. That is honestly, and doing it over the course, over a year, because there are way too many. So you're reducing meeting every quarter. I think that is a brilliant idea. Whoever idea that was, pick them up. Because it would be such a heavy workload to reduce, because now it's January. The awards are in Feb. And now is when we are going through 500 to reduce to 5. That could be quite the workload. So you have watched your fair share of plays.
We have, yes. Oh, I have. And I really appreciate it. I think as a theatre lover, for me, when I was called upon to be part of the jury, of course, the first thing I was like, hey, watch plays, will I have the time? But at the same time, I was like, wait, I am going to be watching plays.
It's almost like working on vacation. Like, if I can do my work as well as have a good time. Why not? Wow. So we are looking for, that tells you the people that you actually receive to eliminate or to pick your favorite are already winners. Like you're choosing from a list that has gone through some vigorous elimination and some vigorous vetting. So that you're getting the best of the best. So that also means that if you're a nominee of KTA, you're already a winner. Like you're already doing amazing work, whether you win or not. You're already doing some amazing work. So what are some of the categories that are in there?
We have 35 categories. and 5 special categories. So that brings them to about 40.
About 40 categories. So some many.
There are very many.
Yeah.
So we look at stand-up comedy, spoken word productions, monologues, plays. So in the plays, we have the male and the female.
Yeah.
The best lead actor, the best lead actor female, supporting character. We look at the best theatre production. We look at the best producer, best director, best playwright. We look at the designs, that is lighting design, sound design, the best stage managed production.
Yeah.
We look at musicals, the lead actor in a musical, the lead actress in a musical, supporting.
Yeah.
We look at the musical adaptation. We look at choreography.
Yeah.
I think then the theatre company of the year. That's just basically about it. Then in the special categories, we have the jury special award. That is a person or an organization that the jury feels has done impressive work for the theatre space.
Yeah.
Then we have lifetime achievement award. That is what Suki was talking about. The people who have gone before us that deserve a lot of recognition. Then we have the Ushirika Award. That is someone who is doing work that brings people together in the theatre industry.
Okay.
Then we have the Ushirika. Then we have the Jury Special Award.
Yeah.
We have the Lifetime Achievement. Then we have the World Impact. So the World Impact is someone who is taking Kenyan theatre outside the world. Yes.
So that is not just local. It
yes.
can be adapted elsewhere. You know, I'm looking for a time where, you know, other theaters get to adapt. They're like, this is a Kenyan play that now we are adapting. So that means this is also futuristic. You're not just looking to within the country, which there's a lot of work to do, but also that, you know, we are looking outside and saying, okay, how can this, you know, go out there to impact other people or even other places. But I think the whole explanation or that whole answer is screaming planned. Like this didn't just happen. The categories didn't just, you know, land somewhere. No, some work was actually, some thought was put into it. How does Suki, take us through voting? Like, so after you have eliminated, we had started that conversation, we started eliminating from beginning of the year. So actually your first meeting in April will already be on the next year's awards. Yes, so that has happened. So you've met quarterly 4 times. What happens after that?
So once we meet quarterly, so that is April, August, December, October, and then so instead of December, we meet in January. So January we meet for that quarter, November, December, October, November, December, and then we have another second meeting in January. Now to go over everything from the 4 quarters.
Been doing,
So because we have been eliminating as we go along, we end up with a list of 20 per category. In some we ended up with a list of 35. I do not know how.
Because everyone
you know,
this one deserves.
And it's because honestly the quality of productions was so good. It was so high. You know, so it's not ati apana mimi napenda Hadasa, I think tumweke kwa list. Ni Hadasa amefanya nini? You know, why are we saying Hadasa should be on the list, for example? Right? So it's a lot of that. Then we you know, during the second meeting with the list of 20, now we have to reduce it to 5. And it has to make sense. Why are you putting the 5 on that list? And then of course we also as much as we're looking at the quality of productions, we're also looking at consistency. Right? We're looking at just being, especially when she talked about the jury special award, being able to acknowledge someone who we might not, or a production which you feel your production haikuweza, but kuna mtu ama kuna kitu ambacho kilifanyika that really stood out. You know, so we want to acknowledge that person, or we want to acknowledge that theater house
for putting in the work, for putting their best foot forward, despite the, you know, the how the entire thing looks.
And then of course we, you know, even as we are selecting that, we're selecting individuals, and that, trust me, was a hell of a lot of of a headache, because because we have such good actors and actresses in this country, let me tell you.
Yes.
And you know, you at the end of the day, you sit and wonder, so why was this one selected and this one not selected? No, it doesn't mean that this person was not good.
Yeah.
It just means that during that particular production or during that particular period of time, this one put their best foot forward.
Exactly.
You know, and so once we come up with a list of 5 per category, the list is then put out for voting by the population or by the audience.
Yes.
I think it's usually a 3-week process, 3-week period of time. So everyone and mtu anaweza jipigia debe. Hi guys, vote for me.
Yes, I have seen a lot from production houses. I have seen a number of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they, you know, once that process is done, so the KTA, or rather KITFest, has a system where percentages are gotten. So the percentage from the jury's vote and a percentage from the audience vote.
Yes.
Then that is put together, and the person with the highest gets to win.
Gets the award.
Yes.
So even after the selection of 5, we still have voting from the jury.
We still, now the selection of 5 is basically the voting from the jury.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
That is our vote from the jury.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
And
So
then now the audience.
Yes, the audience voting, and whoever has the highest, then they get to take home the award.
Yes.
I think that is one of the most straightforward ways I have heard, I have seen. I know there are a lot of contentions for voting and juries, but I think this one is pretty straightforward. Like your work is speaking for you from beginning to the end.
Oh, and let me tell you, the voting by the audience, I think this year we have seen it work wonders.
Yeah.
You know, the way, for example, the jury has already come up with the list of best 5.
Yes.
And once people have, you know, have taken, once the list has gone out for voting, and people wamejipigia debe, in some categories the juries whatever was just overturned, and you know, people I don't want to use the word diligently, but they rightfully won or are gonna win because of, 1, they put in the work, but 2, the audience has been able to see that they put in the work, and they give them the vote.
Yes, because those are 2 different things, by the way. Because you as a jury, it's part of your JD to be there, but the audience chose to you know, to actually be there, and they had a good time, and they felt this one is worth the vote. Hey, I'm already looking forward to Thursday. Yes, and that's before we talk about the dates, because we're almost out of time. Is there something new that's happening this year that has not happened before?
I think what I can say is, last year we had support from the Minister, Honorable Ababu Namwamba. He gave each winner 100,000 for cash prize, and which was like something that was so abrupt. So this year he promised during the unveiling of the nominees, he said this year it's going to be actually bigger and better, because he saw what exactly the Kenya Theatre Awards is about. So the winners are going to get more than that.
More than that.
Yes.
Ooh. That is a cash award. That is something nice.
Yes.
That's more than 100 Gs. 100 Gs is already
a lot of money.
It's already a lot of money. Especially just that, because the award itself is already so much recognition. So the fact that it comes with a cash prize
is an added advantage.
Exactly. It's a big, huge added advantage. So I hope that you guys are ready. I hope that your sleeves are, you know, they are ready to do this. And also that tells you, again, once again, for the year 2025, you need to pull up your socks, you know, because you know, you can see that it keeps getting better and better and better. So if you put, you know, more effort, if Suki cannot believe what she will see on the plays, you know, you are going to be worth something, and not just a recognition, but also monetary value, which I think would go a long way, especially for everybody, really. For actors, actresses, the ones that are being recognized, production houses, that prize money would go a long way in even bettering the things that they are bringing to the table. All right, perfect. Take us through the dates, the when do guests arrive, what is going to be the program of the day? Ama tuongee na logistics.
So of course the dates is for the award is 29th of February, which is this Thursday. Please, if you're coming, come dressed to the nines. It's a red carpet event. People will be awarded, so of course we'll go through the awarding ceremony. But one of the things we always like to do is to have at least 1 or 2, short performances.
Yes.
So the audience feels like they're in the mood also.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and feel what has been happening throughout the year.
Yeah.
Yes. So probably happens.
All right, Hawa.
So the program starts at 6 p.m.
Yes.
The venue is Safari Park Hotel.
Ah, yes.
Yes. So it's the whole red
Shebang.
carpet. It's the whole shebang.
Yes.
I believe we'll have I don't call them billboards, but placards that show the number of shows that the jury has watched outside.
Yes.
So when you come in, you actually get to see, oh, this happened, this happened, this
Yeah.
happened. So when you hear a winner, you won't be like, did that happen? Who is that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is going to be that. There is going to be a lot of photos. There is going to be cocktails after the event.
Yes.
So it's going to be a really amazing event.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think Safari Park was a very nice touch to it. Yes.
Yes.
Their location already is calling your name.
Yeah.
And then of course the events of the night. Like there's a lot that has gone to this event happening.
Yes.
So from 6 p.m. and it's 6 p.m. English time.
Yes. Arrival is at 5 p.m.
Yes, so arrival is at 5 p.m. So if you know your friend is a Kenyan time, I'll be at 4 p.m. Sasa ndio mpatane 5 p.m. Okay?
Yeah.
So who are invited? Yes.
Because of the numbers,
Yes.
We have special guests.
Yes.
There's theatre practitioners, the minister himself and his office,
Yeah.
the Nairobi County government. Then we have each nominee was given 3 seats, each individual nominee. So you see there's 5, each has 3 seats.
Yes.
And then the group category has 5 seats each. So that's about 570 seats for the nominees alone.
Yes.
And we are working with a capacity of 700.
Yes.
So unfortunately, it is closed to the public.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
so you can't also just pop up.
Yes.
Wait, is KUTV invited? Well, let me know if I want to start a fight. Yeah? Yes. Thank you. So as media, are we there?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, unfortunately, it's a closed event, but KitFest and KTA are very, very vibrant on social media.
Can I say
So, yes.
it's going to be a live
It's
event.
going to be a live event.
Live, so you
Thank
can
you.
follow it.
Yes, so I thought, where is it going to be streaming?
On our YouTube at KitFest.
Yes.
Yes. That it's going to be
All right,
live.
yes, so on YouTube at KitFest, I didn't even know that information, but I thought there would be something of the sort. Yeah, so that, if you're a theater lover, you don't miss it. You don't miss the great works that, have happened in the course of the year.
Yeah.
And even this one will be telling you, which productions are you to watch out for in the year 2023. So
Yes.
it's definitely something that you do not want to miss. So yeah, if you have been invited, already know it's a prestigious
Auspicious event.
So dress the part, be there on time, and just make sure you're having a lovely, lovely night. All right? So be there. Thank you, ladies, for being there. I cannot tell you to invite people because you've already invited people. So I want to give you each quarter a minute to just talk to people and just talk about theater. Invite people to theater in general. Do you think it's worth their while? Yeah.
Okay, great. Let me start. I believe, from what I have seen in 2023, the theater scene is alive and vibrant. So we can't sit back and say, the people don't have a theater going culture. We have seen performances that have been fully sold out and have actually had to have another production due to public demand. So the theater is alive and vibrant in this country. One of the things, when she was talking about the categories, she had forgotten to mention, and I wanted to mention right now, is that we also have something called the Kikwetu productions, which is plays done in African indigenous languages. So yes, as part of my last word, don't say, I'm not coming to the theater because it's in English or in Swahili. I'm not. No. We have plays that have been done in Kikuyu, in Kikamba, in Luo, Luya, Kaleo.
So you have no excuse.
Someone does not have any excuse. Tafadhali, 2024, make it make it something to do every month, if you can, to attend at least one production every month.
Exactly.
And they'll have fun.
Exactly. From the horse's mouth, you have heard for yourself. Hadassah.
What I can say is it takes a lot to put a production. So the money, the 1,000, the 2,500, it's worth your money. It has taken a lot from the scripting to putting up the show itself, booking the space, all that. It takes a lot of resources, energy, time, and everything. So that 1,000 really helps us out as lesbians. Yes, and 20 theater.
Exactly, 20 theater. And I have not paid for a ticket for a show that I felt was not worth my time and my money. Like even those ones that are not nominated or anywhere, I have not attended a play that I was like, would they just do?
Yeah.
No, all of them have really actually been more like worth more than the money than the time that I have put in there. There are a few comments before I allow you go. John A. Mwangangi is saying Art and Culture Monday on Vibes. What a nice way to start this week. I know, right? Thank you for being here. Linda Momanyi is saying enjoying the show. Thank you so much. Eric Fundi is saying the show is lit. Thank you so much. Gilo is saying tuned in and loving every bit of today's show. Sharing Africa was on fire. Yes, that she was. June Christine is saying the show is always lit. Well done. And Madam Host is always gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Mufasa is saying good morning, Art and Culture Monday, loving the show. Watching from Kenyatta Road, loving the film talks today. Thank you. I know, right? The theater talks are on fire today. Rahab Kabush anasema tuned in, enjoying the show. Thank you so very much. And Ian Cheptumo is saying loving the show 100%. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me company at Art and Culture Monday. We want to wrap up. Thank you, ladies, for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure. See you Thursday. Hope you get to catch a glimpse of exactly what will be happening, to come and share with the people, to keep inspiring them to go to those theaters, pay for those tickets and go and watch those plays that are happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, for now, we put a close to our launch number 2. I'll see you in a bit to close.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pepo pasi vuguvugu. Pepo pa ni idea.
Tazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na waasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wanatoa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili, ndio inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni Dunia ni leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 53 minutes past 9 a.m. and we are here to close the show, but not before our art calendar, because we got business that we need you involved. And number one is the Kenya Theatre Awards that is happening this Thursday. Unfortunately, it's a closed door event, but we are going to be there and we are going to be bringing you the gist of the party. We are going to be bringing you everything that is going to be happening. And if you want to catch it live, KitFest on YouTube, they're going to be streaming this whole event live. All right, so stick around for that one, but it's going to be on Thursday from 6 p.m. That is going to be happening at Safari Park, and it's going to be from 6 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m. So keep it Art and Culture Monday, keep it KUTV for more updates. All right, moving on to the Women in Film Awards. WIFA is coming on this March. So voting has ended. Voting was happening between the 1st and the 14th of February. So now we are just waiting to see which women in film are going to be carrying home amazing awards. Again, keep it Art and Culture Monday. We are going to be having that interview. We are going to be bringing you those awards as they will be happening. So keep it Art and Culture Monday. We are going to be bringing those updates your way. And finally, the Vibe 254 Loverboy edition is going to be happening 31st of March. That will be on a Sunday as we wrap up the month of March. And we have a number of tickets to give to selected few. So keep it Art and Culture Monday, keep it Rise today. Okenya or I, you could go home with a ticket. Keep your comments coming. We are, our eyes are on them. So yeah, even those of you who are keeping their comments coming, keep them coming. If you want a ticket to the Vibe 254, pia uliza. Kimbia tu pale YouTube, ask away. You will never know, you may just be one of the few selected winners who get a ticket to the Vibe 254. This is going to be a performance by Kinoti, Wanjine, and African Vic, and Modest Chabari, and you are going to be having an amazing time. You can get your ticket for 1,000 Kenya shillings at thevibe.hasosasa.shop. Okay, so you can also get your tickets, but if you're feeling like a free ticket, ama ticket tukupatie moja na mpoa wako umgetie moja, keep it Art and Culture Monday, keep it Rise today, and we're going to be figuring out a way to get these tickets to you. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Today's Art and Culture Monday has been bomb. It has been fire. If you missed it, kimbia tu pale YouTube, look for Art and Culture Monday, rudisha nyuma, and you're going to be having a fantastic time, I promise. Thank you for all your feedbacks, for all your comments. It's really been an honor. When you talk to me, I feel like you're here. I feel like I'm communicating to someone, and for that, I really appreciate. Have an amazing week. I hope if your mood was not set, I hope that you're ready to conquer this week. So go ahead, go break a leg, go put your best foot forward, and may you get every positive result that you have been looking for. See you on the first Monday of the month of March. Bye.
Ochero biro ya